These are some Dinar Guru updates, starting off with Bruce via Wiser Now. There's no contract rate on the dong, but there's a very good rate, way more than we thought the dong would support even years ago. 47 cents on the dong for years. When you see what real rate on the dong is, it's pretty amazing. Mountain Goat, remember that January is the CBI's most opportune time to change the rate of their currency to start off their new fiscal year. This is why they push also for getting the budget done by then. I'm convinced this is now a factor too. Also, we hear as usual that the latest HCL changes are going to be accepted and passed. This is all excellent news. Frank 26, I think it's important I say to you, the Iraqi dinar is not officially depegged from American dollar yet. Iraq has still been given Article 8. Government is not officially formed yet. The calculation for the exchange rate is not the new 2022 budget. Pimpy article, quote, central bank measures to increase the dollar supply. The people in Iraq have more confidence in the U.S. dollar than they do their own local currency. Right now we're seeing is the U.S. dollar gaining in value over the Iraqi dinar, which is not good. Not good at all. Now it's 1560 with no official rate change yet because the dollar is increasing in strength, which I have no idea how. Their currency seems to be getting weaker. Mark Z via PDK, Al Rafadine announces the suspension of withdrawals and deposits in saving accounts for citizens. Don't panic, this is just frozen until January 2nd. They claim it's until they can end the books. I find the timing very interesting. With what I am hearing, they're going to attempt to release that new value in country before January 2nd. This is what we are looking for now. Sandy Ingram, all this talk about revaluing the currency is only taking the currency from 1500 IQD back 1150 IQD approximately to $1 US. All this commotion does not include the revalue we are looking for, at least not yet. Frank 26, don't worry about the American dollar going up in value. It's because of the depegging of both currencies, dinar, dollar. They will fluctuate. We are looking for the Iraqi dinar to float internationally and fluctuate, not inside your borders. That is exactly what the CBI is setting up the dinar to do. All right, Claire article, quote, MP Al-Kaizi, the government is able to rein in the dollar at any moment at once, quote, with the $100 billion stacked in the central bank's accounts and with the tons of gold stored in them, addition to the treasury bonds and the U.S. federal bank controlling the markets, is subject to a government decision capable of curbing the dollar at any moment the government wants. He added, wondering, when will you take this step? Sampson article, quote, after years of delay and disagreement and agreement by the majority to pass the oil and gas law. Mark Z via PDK, painfully quiet today for those that want the RV news. Crazy quiet like the hours before a storm. All right, Paulette is an interesting dichotomy happening right now, as not only did the banks stop buying as much USD, but the money changers have also, in spite of the rate being at its worst since I have followed. Why are the money changers reportedly being cautious with any purchases of USD when they could resell at larger profit than they've been able to attain since the move to 1460? It is totally illogical unless they know they don't want to be moving IQD to USD out of fear of being on the wrong side of an economic move by the CBI. Frank 26 article, quote, the Iranian currency recorded the largest decline in history, unquote. Frank says it's very important to understand Iran desperately needs the IQD and because they cannot steal it anymore, their desperation is magnified. Mark Z via PDK, Iraq's prime minister calls CBI to take firm steps regarding the exchange rate. The political pressure is starting en masse in Iraq between the mostly subtle government pushing the CBI to make those changes. All right, and lastly, Pimpy, is the Iraqi dinar a real investment? Yes. Are they going to change the rate overnight? Anything is possible, but highly unlikely. There are too many factors right now keeping that from happening, but I do think they're going to go up in small increments. The first one's going to bring us back to the old rate. And I'm not talking about $3.22 for every 1 dinar. I'm talking about the 1190 dinars for every $1.